just imagined it. I didn't know. All I knew was I was in a cold sweat.
Good evening, all my creatures, creeps, cretins, and ghouls. Tonight, you're here with Dr. Zombo Whippersnatcher on another episode of Zounds from the Flipside. And we have an amazing guest. Amazing, beautiful, talented woman on the move, Morrigan Thompson. I think I even fucked up the last name, but I'm gonna do it again. Morrigan Thompson. Did I say that right? See? She's laughing at me. That means I totally fucked it up. But you know what? I don't care. The show must go on. Morgan, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You know, I am doing fantastic now. I love it when I have people on the show. It makes things more lively. I get into it. So, without any further ado, I'm just going to jump right in. You have got your name on so many fantastic movies out there. And I say fantastic because I love anything where a lot of creativity went into it to make something fantastic. I mean, I'm going to read off some of the names in a few, but where are you heading? Because to me, I see Scream Queen all over the fucking place.
I'm heading towards Trauma, man.
Fucking Trauma's a hell of a fucking temple to get to.
Yeah, I'm heading towards Trauma, man. That's my goal.
Yeah. Well, you are definitely on your way. So, watching you on Facebook, watching you grow, it's just, I see these movies just left and right popping out. What was this, the camp one? The murder camp?
Killer Camp Out Part 2.
Yeah, I saw little clips that you threw up of that, and I was like, damn, she's not bad, she's pretty good.
That was probably one of my favorites. Brad kind of let me go a little ham with that one, and I got to do a little fight scene and all that jazz. It was really, really exciting.
That sounds fucking cool, man. So he just kind of said, have at it.
It was like, yeah, pretty much. When it came my time for my big scene, he was like, you know, we've got this plan for it. And I was like, okay, hear me out. What if, because the guy that is playing the big killer is like 1.5 feet actually taller than me. Like Rome is very tall compared to me. And I was like, what about a fight? Like a little bit of a fight, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, fuck yeah, let's do it. So we kind of incorporate a little bit of shit in there.
Dude, that sounds fucking amazing. Hell yeah. So the newest one I keep seeing that's buzzing around, no pun intended, is Waspzilla.
Pun fully intended.
Well, yes, actually it was. Thanks for calling me out. She's smart, people. She's smart. She figures this shit out quicker than anybody else.
I take 2 brain cells and rub them together. That's how I do it.
Hey, actually, I'm not even going to tell that joke. Understood. I rub a couple things together, and sometimes I think better, sometimes I do not. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, brother, yeah, dog. You see that size of the tits, the stripper here. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Excuse me, I'm on the phone.
Look up at the fucking sky!
I see the sky all the time.
Really? Do you see a giant wasp all the time?
Hey, bro, I'm going back and see these strippers.
Man, fuck them strippers!
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude! Fucking go!
Anyway, so Waspzilla, when does this come out? I see that you got some promos going to try to raise money to get this thing off the ground.
So most of it is filmed already. And well, like all of the filler parts and things like that, the, you know, other parts of the story. My role and my friend Jinx's role are tentatively supposed to be filming in March. And then once that's done, I'm not entirely sure when Brad has, what kind of date Brad has in mind for releasing, but I can't imagine like Christmas next year, maybe a little later, but nothing, it can't be nothing too crazy, you know?
Well, fucking fantastic, man. Do you have any other fingers in other pots of different movies that are coming up that you'd like to divulge?
So I have technically my first lead role is going to be in Dustin William Ferguson, which I don't know if you know that name or not, but he is quite well known in the indie horror movie industry. He's going to be directing a horror movie called Closet Monster, and he wants me to be his lead. So I'm actually going to be flying to San Diego in December
Nice.
to film for that. And that'll be the first time I'm flying and the first time I'm a lead in a role.
Did you just say your first time flying?
Yeah, I've never flown before. I usually drive.
You are in a movie called Waspzilla, but you have never flown before. Well,
And
congratulations.
I'm allergic to bees.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're just conquering all your fears in one shot.
Just one, man.
Well, fucking get it done. I mean, there's no reason to hide. Shit's gonna find you one way or the other.
Absolutely.
It sounds like you got some good shit coming. Have you been in contact with Trauma yet?
So, I'm friends with quite a few people that work with Lloyd and Trauma closely. One of them being Slutty the Clown. She is so friendly. I love her. She does her best to promote me to Lloyd, and it's actually taking a little bit of a hold. I recently saw a tweet that Lloyd Kaufman shared, and he was looking for a model for a quick 2-hour shoot at the Trauma location in NYC, which NYC is about a 7-hour drive. So if given enough time, like a couple of days, I can make that drive. And it would have drained everything out of my bank, but I would have literally went into debt to go do this shoot because I want to work with Lloyd so fucking bad. Like I've been watching him since I was actually in diapers. So I reached out, and unfortunately, I hadn't heard back for a few days, which is fine because he's a very busy man and they're very busy people, so I understand. And I found out 2 days ago, which was a day before the shoot was supposed to happen. They reached out and they were like, we would like to offer this to you. Can you be here tomorrow, essentially? And I was like, God damn it. I can't swing that. I don't have, if I had enough money, I could swing it, but I can't swing that. So I had to unfortunately turn it down. But he said that he really liked the portfolio I sent him and that they will be in touch.
Very good. Sounds like that's very promising.
Yes.
Wait, if you're paying attention to this and you're watching my crummy show on YouTube, hire the bitch. She wants it. Give it to her.
I need it.
Look, some people, they try to aspire for Hollywood. Hollywood's broken, man. That's why the indies are making it big because, hey, there's no rules. Excuse me. It's been a while. And it's people are more invested in watching these now because they got so tired of seeing all the lies 24/7 for the past how many fucking years.
Well, and I mean, how many superhero movies can you make? Yes, I am a person that hates superhero movies. I know, shame on me, but I'm so sick and tired of it.
I'm glad you said it first. Look, I don't mind some of the Batman movies, but other than that, I'm pretty much done. I'm done.
Yeah,
I don't give
Michael
a shit.
Keaton, I loved it. That was good. That was primo. And I like the 60s. I like the 60s Batman and stuff. That's pretty good. But
shit, that shit's fucking amazing.
Yeah, aside from that kind of stuff, I'm really not big into superheroes, man. Like I liked Venom, but it was more because I heard that it was going to be a gore fest.
Yeah. You wanted to see your buckets of blood.
Yeah, I did, and that was what really got me. I mean, I probably will go see this new Blade remake, even though like I'm not super lit about it being a fucking Blade remake without Wesley Snipes.
Hey, I am so out of the loop. I didn't even know they were attempting to remake that, but
they're holding auditions for extras in Ohio right now as I speak.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm so serious. I actually have a friend over here that's going to be going and auditioning to be. Have you done that yet?
Not yet.
When is that?
They postponed it till the spring.
Oh, they've postponed it until the spring.
Okay. here's a remake that I personally, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about my, you know how it goes. You go on fucking Facebook, tell somebody I didn't like this movie, and oh God, bring down the fire of hell because everyone's a fucking critic all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not personally like Doctor Sleep, and I was bummed because I fucking love The Shining. I saw Doctor Sleep, and I got through the first 5 minutes. No matter how much I fast forward, I was like, what the fuck? So then I gave another movie a shot that was a remake for the 4th or 5th time, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You already had a good movie. You even made a good remake. Now you're going to remake it. You just ruined it.
I didn't even really like the first remake, if I'm to be honest. I liked the concept of it. I really liked the ending with her and him, and that little family moment was really cute. And I definitely cried when they were being mean to him and trying to kill him, even though he just skinned like 8 people alive. I was really emotional. I cried during that part. I was like, why are you being mean to him? He just doesn't understand. Don't bully him.
Well,
I think it was all right. The remake was I liked it for gore. I loved it for the gore. The gore was great. The bus scene was fucking hilarious.
The bus scene was funny.
The bus scene was pretty funny, like it was a pretty big it was a big jab to whatever the fuck's going on social media right now. But aside from that, it was like standard horror movie, and they clearly copied Halloween with that ending. That was pretty brutal. Yeah. How blatant that was.
Look, here's my biggest problem. Here's fucking Leatherface. Okay, do you remember me? The chick saw. Do you remember me? How the fuck would he? Look at him. He's like 36. You're like fucking 82. If that's the same dude,
he's not gonna remember you. He's killed so many people,
right.
And like you weren't even that big of a. You weren't even detrimental to him. Like,
right?
Just some random bitch that he's gonna kill.
like fucking seriously. And then on top of it, insult to injury. It's like, what spring of youth did he find being a dirty redneck, broke as shit, living in abandoned buildings? But all of a sudden, well, I don't know. I guess he just doesn't age. Like, that just blew my mind. I know it's petty, but come the fuck on.
It's weird because, Michael is the boogeyman, and he's forever. There is no killing him. That's in the storyline. And Jason is undead, brought back. There's no killing him.
He's got an excuse.
That's in the storyline, Fred Krueger is in your dreams. He always comes back. That's in the storyline. Leatherface does not have that storyline. He's just part of a cannibalistic fucking family,
right.
And that's why it could never be an extenuation of it. It is always going to be a remake because technically he'd be fucking dead.
Yeah.
The original Texas Chainsaw came out in the goddamn 70s, man. He'd be dead or in a wheelchair. What's he gonna do? Wheel at you with the chainsaw?
I would rather see that.
I'd pay to see that, dude.
I want to see Leatherface in a fucking wheelchair.
Put some fucking jet skis on that thing.
That would be fucking.
So he's like super powered, and he can really come at you.
Dude, have it being dragged by some fucking bloodhounds,
Yeah, give him some like mush. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Put blades on.
That's exactly what he'd sound
wheels.
like.
I like it. You know what just happened though? Somebody's gonna watch this, and you're gonna be starring in that exact movie, and it's gonna be not Leatherface, Skin Face, and it's gonna have blades on the wheels and bloodhounds. And I swear to God, I want to be Leatherface.
I would star in that. I would star in that for sure.
Fuck,
that would be
one
wouldn't? That I would totally be okay with happening.
I would love to be in a movie like that. That'd be amazing. By the way, you mentioned Fred Krueger. Look, I don't care what anyone says. To me, out of all of them, the thing that I love about him the most, he is the true evil. Because here's the thing, the social commentary with Michael Myers and Jason and Leatherface, they represent the shy people that wish they could stand up and be fucking mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fred Krueger He don't give a fuck. He's all, I'll talk all goddamn day. I'll make
He's
fun
like
of
the
you
Richie
while I'm
Ramirez.
watching you suffer.
He's
So-
like Richie Ramirez, but not
Right.
real. That's
Right.
what I equate him to.
He's like, I think he gets a bad rap because he is the ultimate bully. You know what I'm saying? And he's
Well,
known
he's
to be
also a kid
a
diddler,
chomo.
so
Like,
that'll give you a bad rap. That'll do it right there, molesting kids. So
oh yeah,
I mean,
that's off
Yeah.
the fucking books for anybody.
oh yeah, absolutely. He's just not a good one, unfortunately, and it sucks because god dang man, I love me some Robert Englund, but I just can't with that one. No matter how funny he is, all I can think of is your character's based around the fact that you got burned alive for diddling kids.
I sometimes forget that is part of the mixture, but I just, that idea of coming in through dreams always tickled my fancy.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Lucid dreaming is rad. Astral projection, all that shit. That's all that is.
Don't get me started. We could sit here and talk for fucking days about that shit. Seriously. Okay, I do have a question about another movie, if I can pull this up. And I think I asked you about it earlier. I just love the fucking name. I have not seen it, but I am going to watch it as soon as I can find it. Roboob, the farting robot monster. That's fucking fantastic. Please tell me a little bit about this.
So, Roboob, the farting robot monster, was a short film that I starred in when I was 18, which I'm gonna be 25 here in a couple months, so it's been a few years. And it's pretty much about this like alien that crash lands on Earth, and he's looking for love essentially. And he like, you know, he goes to this park and there's all these women with their boyfriends and shit, and it's like Goldilocks but with tits. Like, oh, this one's too hot, this one's too cold, this one's just right. But like when you're too hot or you're too cold, he either shoots you with laser beams or he farts noxious gas and then you die. And I was laser beamed to death with my boobs out. Yeah, my first solid role in a movie was me getting killed by a robot that was farting and shooting laser beams at me, and I've never felt such high honor in my life until that day.
That's fucking amazing. It sounds like a fucking classic. When you were talking about him crashing down to Earth and basically looking for a chick to love, it reminded me of that movie Space Girls Are Easy.
Oh
Earth Girls
God,
Are
I
Easy.
love that movie so much.
It's
Earth
so
Girls Are
fucking
Easy
good.
for me.
Like, it sounds stupid, but one of my ultimate people I want to meet. And out of everybody I could meet, for some reason, I'm just fascinated with him. Fucking Jim Carrey.
I feel like Jim would be a fun one to meet. I've kind of leaned away from meeting people that I really enjoy because the more that I get to meet them, the more it fucks it up for me. Like Richard Brake was wonderful to meet and stuff, but there were people that I met and I was like, well then, you know, like that just kind of really sucked.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And I
keep
took
them where they
photos
belong
of them
on
and
screen.
shit, and I didn't even post them because I was like, I don't want people to know that I met you because you're a turd.
God damn. You know what? I like you already. You're fucking straight up. That's fucking great. Perfect. This interview is going fantastic. I love it. Honestly, you seem very comfortable. So thank you. I appreciate that. So what are, besides trauma, what are some other things that you've always wanted to do that you kind of want to? I'm sure the list is very long.
Actually, God, it's actually not that long. My
And shoot it at me.
aspirations,
We got time.
my aspirations are pretty low. Like it's and not in a bad way. When I started this, it was never for like Hollywood level fame or anything like that. I've always wanted to be like a B movie queen. That's my goal, you know, like Diana Prince.
Yeah.
God, I love Diana.
Or Debbie Rocher.
Yeah, I just want to be able to I want to be able to do what I love and live comfortably, and I want to be able to step in and out of that A-list lifestyle without having to deal with too much, because I want to work with certain people, but I don't want to work with all of them. I don't want to know all of them. I don't want to be surrounded by all that. I want to be able to go in, meet the people that I want to work with, and then fuck off.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And like, oops, so sorry. Sorry, my phone. Like one of those people would be like Quentin Tarantino. I would really like to work with him at least once. The fucking mastermind.
Yeah.
And even just a small role would be satisfying enough for me at this point in time. I don't need anything like a fucking lead. I'm not Uma Thurman, but something solid would be peak. I would probably be able to retire at that point.
That's fucking amazing. Yeah. Tarantino has always been one of my favorites. I've got two directors that are just on top of my list, and I'll be the first one to admit it. David Lynch is by far my favorite director because he's done shit that was masterpieces like The Elephant Man, but then Blue Velvet to me was equally a masterpiece. Didn't get nearly the credit it should have.
Oh, I liked Blue Velvet.
Oh, such a fucking all his movies are just, I don't know. He's on top, but Quentin Tarantino comes right in underneath that because it hits both aspects that I like. You know, Tarantino's got that gift for the scene and the sound. When you can get that right song to go with that right scene and the right camera angle, fucking magnificent.
He just does everything right.
Yeah. I don't know
Like
if there's
Rob
one that he's done that I didn't think, you know?
I want to work with Rob Zombie. Controversial opinion. Rob has never made a bad movie. Okay. And the only reason people hate on him is because it's cool to hate on Rob Zombie.
I have always been a fan of Rob Zombie. This is really bizarre, but the first time when House of Thousand Corpses came out, sitting around, my friends were drinking whiskey back in the day, and it comes out. And I ran it, I bring it home, we're all sitting around drinking and shit, and we turn it on, and it wasn't 5-10 minutes in, they're like, you came up with this. Oh, the fucking Spaulding guy. That your character. I was like, this is a fucking great flick. And it's consistently like a lot of ideas I've had, I see he has. So I want to meet him on that just alone, because I think we could sit and just like pick each other's brain. Like, I want to know what he knows. I wasn't, okay, love the trilogy. I wasn't a big fan of the fucking Three from Hell. And here's why. A lot of the same exact scenes that were in Devil's Rejects were replayed in that. And I couldn't get into that. The monsters.
You mean that you couldn't get into give me just a second. Is Three from Hell the one that's got Malcolm McDowell in a fucking powdered wig?
No, that one. I love the storyline of that one. That's the one, 31.
You're right.
Yeah. No, that one had with the little Nazi midget that spoke Spanish. That was fucking fantastic. His vision, his ideas, I fucking love. Will I say I'm being critiquey when it comes to certain shit? Yeah. But the thing is I see where he's going, and there's no denying the fucking talent. Like Monsters, I swear to God, I'm not even gonna fucking say on Facebook as to what I think, but here's what I do think. I was really 50-50, and it took me a moment because I know it's been his lifelong dream. It's been, he's been wanting to do this since he was a fucking kid. So when he put it out, I had to take myself away from the idea that this is a Rob Zombie movie. I need to remember the Munsters were wholesome family entertainment on prime time fucking TV. What he did is he made a Munsters for children of today that could grow up and be all, remember the monsters? You know what I'm saying? He just gave us a new version. And I think that's where people online are getting fucking confused because they're like, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, fucking this sucks. And I was like, fuck, man, as much as I was really skeptical going into it, when I was done, I was like, I can't say it sucks. I can't say it's like the best thing I've seen my whole fucking life, but I understood where he was going. And I think he better went about it the right way. You know what I mean? So I can't complain too much.
Yeah, I completely agree. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking, the characters were cool. You know, it still had that like kitschy fucking, you know, some of the old tropes where like people like freak out and start running around fast and shit. It was all right. Listen,
I think he accomplished what he wanted.
I think he did. I think he did. Be damned with what people say. Everybody's going to be a fucking critic. And quite frankly, to all the women out there, you're never going to be a lead role in a Rob Zombie movie unless you have already acted or you are his wife. Just get over it because that's the way he rolls. Period. It's just the way it's going to be. It may not be a perfect fit for everything, but it's not our fucking project. It's his. So either dig it or don't. He's going to do it, and he's going to do it his way. And I have to.
If I was Rob and I was married to Sherry Moon Zombie, I would put her in every single lead role because that woman is hot. And the only reason that women hate on her is because they can never compare to her because she is literally top tier perfection.
Very nice. We just find out something new every day.
Yeah, she is the level that we all aspire to reach. And some of them will just never be able to grasp it, and that's why they're angry.
I think I just get angry at like Roseanne Barr because I've always wanted to be as hot as her, but I can never get, you know.
Listen, Roseanne Barr was hot at one point, okay? She was hot.
Hold on. I need you to prove this point to me and find me a picture.
I think that all women are beautiful, you know, to some degree. And when she was younger, she was thick. She had a big old booty.
You know,
snap my neck with it.
It wasn't, who was it? It was Rosie O'Donnell. The one time when I was younger, there was a movie, I think it was Dragnet, with her and Dan Aykroyd redoing Dragnet. I think it was Dragnet. No, what the fuck was it? Exit to Eden. I don't know. It was some movie where they're playing undercover and Rosie O'Donnell comes out in all leather. You know what I'm talking about?
Were you aroused?
I was aroused.
Yeah.
I was young and I was like, I didn't know if it was a full-figured woman in the leather or I don't know what it was.
Because everyone wants to hate on Rosie, but they know goddamn well that at one point that bitch she was low-key fire. Everyone had a moment where they were hot as fuck, even Rosie O'Donnell.
I fucking believe it. I mean, even if it's for a day or a fucking week, you had your moment where you were just, that was this shit.
Yep, I believe that. I believe that fully.
Very nice. You are a very kind person. Is there anything else you would like to throw out props? Do you want to tell anyone fuck off? I mean, the mic is yours.
Oh.
Did I open a can of worms?
I'm just so bad at this kind of stuff, like talking about myself and all the things, which is probably one of those things that I should be good at because I'm a fucking actress, you know? But our Waspzilla Indiegogo, you know, my goal was reached within less than 4 hours of launching that thing. So, you know, it's still live. It's trending. It'll be live for 60 days. There's all kinds of great perks. You know, you can get naked photos of me. You can also get naked photos of my best friend because she's joined the cast. You know, there's all kinds of perks to help support her. So just kind of consider giving that a look-see.
That shit was fucking crazy. Did you guys see that? That right there is exactly why you guys need to donate to our Indiegogo, which is launching tomorrow, October 1st at noon. You guys, noon. Noon. I gotta go.
Let's see here. I'm gonna be filming a movie called Melancholy in February, right before my birthday, which I'm excited for. I'm gonna be playing 2 separate roles, which I like movies where I get to put a wig on and play a separate chick. That's my favorite thing ever because I'm like my tattoos are so fucking noticeable. Like that's my favorite thing about indie movies is like continuity is important when you're being absolutely 100% serious. But most indie movies are like funsies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like 100% continuity is never required. And my tattoos are so distinguishable. So like even when you put a wig on me,
Oh yeah.
you can still be like, I know that tattoo.
Yeah. Hey, look, my whole
That's like
fucking
my
head's
favorite
tattooed.
thing.
I know. It's kind of
I
hard
love
to
it.
hide
I
that
love
shit.
it. That's my favorite thing. And I get to play 2 different roles, so that'll be fun. I'm really excited for that. Then I'm auditioning for a few things, but I can't talk about those. So
Well,
yeah.
I appreciate everything that you were able to throw out. And hey, I'm going to say this out, and I'm not saying nothing has been set in stone, people, but there might be a small chance in hell that she may end up being part of the show at some given point. I'm not saying too much, but she might. She might. She's thinking about it.
Just
I
maybe.
hope,
Just
right?
my
You're
just
still
smidge. I
thinking
don't know.
about it? Are you still
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it. Thinking about
Well,
it.
if I'm really lucky and I watch every movie religiously and praise her with glory, but not too much so she thinks I'm a fucking asshole, she might be on the show. And then you can watch her. And then she could wear weird wigs and shit. Hell, she could be her own brother who beats up her own sister, all played by her, and then be the mom and the dad that come in and kick both their asses. See, I'm winning already.
The entire Twisted family
I'm liking it already.
played by me.
I think that just call it the Me family, played by me.
By
like
me.
it. Seriously,
No
you film it,
specific name, nothing like that. Just me.
it sounds fucking great. It sounds great. Believe it or not, it's just me. I like it.
I love it.
All
Gotta
right.
bring to it.
I am going to let you go back to your life. I'm going to go back to slumming around in my bus. And for all of you that watched our show, I hope you enjoyed it. All the flubs, all the glitches. Hey, guess what? That's what indie's all about, motherfuckers. You don't like it? Go watch one of those other assholes on YouTube. They got a bunch of them. Trust me, it smells like a fucking fart farm. Anyway, thank you very much. It was very
Thank you
nice.
for having
talking. And we will see you again real soon.
Very
Good night,
soon.
creatures.